All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing out there today? No, come on, I said, how are we doing out there today? Who likes Star Trek? Who likes Independence Day? On the count of three, I want to hear Brent. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Brent. I want to hear Spiner on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Spiner. I want to hear Brent Spiner. Let's chant. Ready? Here we go. Brent Spiner. Brent Spiner. Brent Spiner. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the infamous Mr. Brent Spiner. You know, I asked this guy not to give me a huge introduction. I said, just be subtle if you can. And, Brent Spiner! Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Here I am at the fabulous, where is this?
Cradle of Aviation Museum.
Cradle of Aviation. You know why they call it the Cradle of Aviation?
Tell us.
Do you not know? Are we going to do a one-man show together? Oh, there's two of us. That's right. I guess why? Because of Lindbergh, right? Yeah. Anybody ever read that great biography by Scott Berg, Lindbergh? Great biography. Nobody even knows what I'm talking about. Right, biographies are true stories. No. Okay, so here we are in an IMAX theater. He's not going to do that the whole time, is he? No, okay. He is? Oh, great. Am I in 3D right now? Who? Yeah, scary, huh? Did you want a photo? Did anyone want a photo? Go ahead, let's do some photos. Let's get this over with.
I know that's not having a great
Don't you dare.
Well, I did live in the, would you call this what is this, the tri-state area? That was a total guess. No, this is well, I used to live in a little, no, not in Long Island. Who said that? Can we get security, please? No, I actually lived in Manhattan back in the day when you could afford to live in Manhattan. I drove a cab in New York City in the 70s. They made a movie about me, a gypsy taxi driver. It was about that time, actually, and it was very much like that. It was scary. But I didn't have to do it for too long because then I got a job as a waiter. And I drove a cab until I got a job in the theater. Are you filming me right now? Really? I mean, is it that interesting, guys? Yeah, I guess it is. Go ahead. Anyway, I lived in New York City for 11 years. And then I moved to California with a play called, I got a play in California. It was Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Oh, that's why you went, woo! Yeah, I played Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors in Los Angeles. I replaced a guy named Lee Wilkoff, fantastic actor, very good friend of mine, who created the part here in New York. And I auditioned to play the dentist in New York. And then all of a sudden they said, well, would you want to go out to LA and play Seymour? And I said, yeah. So I went to LA, and I did it for 3 months, I think, and then the play ended, and I got a couple of jobs on TV, and I thought, this is too easy. And so I went back and forth for a while. I came back and did some more Broadway shows, and then I went back to LA, and then I went back and did another Broadway show, and then I went back to LA, and then I got Star Trek. Well, first, you've heard of that? Oh, yeah, you went, ooh, yeah. And then well, before that, I got a show called Night Court. Do you remember that? Yeah. That was a great show. And I did 6 episodes of Night Court, and they were going to bring us on as regulars in the next season. And during the hiatus, I got Star Trek. So the woman who played my wife was out of a job. She's still chasing me, trying to destroy me, as well she should. But and then I came back after Star Trek, and I did 1776 on Broadway. And then I didn't write it; I just appeared in it. You know, went back to LA, did some things, and then I came back and did another play, and then I went back to LA, and I haven't been back to New York since, until this very instant. Oh, it's so good to be back. Thank you. What else can I tell you about? I'm doing I did a little movie that's coming up the end of this month. It opens. So a little picture I like to call Independence Day Resurgence. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. See how I came back. I don't even know. And I'm on a television series right now called, it's on Cinemax, it's called Outcast. Oh yeah, have you seen it? No? You just applauded because I said the words? And it's on Cinemax. It's created by Robert Kirkman, who created Walking Dead. No zombies in this one, but it is scary. And there you have it. That's the story of my life. It's been so nice talking to you. And I'd like to finish with a little song I wrote. No, I'd like to take some questions from you guys. Yeah, I did write that, by the way. Life Forms? Yes. Well, I tell you what, you know that song, Life Forms? It was in Generations. Life Forms, you funny little life forms. Yeah. I got to work that day. I had the script. It said, Data sings, life forms, ... etc. And we got ready to shoot it, and I said, well, where are the lyrics? And they said, well, just make something up. And I said, okay, well, what's the tune? And they said, just make something up. And so I did. And several years later, like maybe 2 years ago, a guy contacted me, and he said, did you make that song up? And I said, yeah. And he said, did you register it with the Musicians Union, with ASCAP, or, you know? I said, no. And he said, you really should, because every time that plays, they should be paying you. For years and years, they should have been paying me, and they never did. And there's this thing that's been traveling around. It's some kind of a 50th anniversary orchestral thing. Do you know about that? Yep. Yeah, they play the music of Star Trek, and it's a big orchestra, and it's gone from town to town to town, and they play the Life Form song. And no one has contacted me to say, can we use your song? And so I'm suing Paramount Pictures for a lot of money. I'll be living in Paris next year, in a very beautiful chateau that once belonged to King Louis XIV. All right, enough of that. How's this going to work? You have a mic, yep. And you're going to run to wherever someone raises their hand. What a good system. Yeah, you can do that. Whoever catches it has to ask a question. Yeah. Does anyone have a question? Oh, I see one. Yeah, exactly. You see where he is?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, okay. We can. Hang on a second. Let me tell you next to while he gets up there. Did you hear about the Lifeform song? Did I tell you about that?
I think I can project.
What's that?
No, right here. Don't make me run from
You know, really, I mean, it is a perfect acoustic situation here. So, say something to me.
Hello, how are you?
No, I didn't hear a word you said. Hello?
You're not projecting.
Yeah, no, I still can't hear you.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
I've read some news articles that there's supposed to be some sort of new Star Trek series that's going to be online only, I think on CBS.
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering whether you had any involvement with that.
No, I have no involvement with it yet. You never know. You know, you never say never. It could happen or not. Or I could care or not. But I won't say which. But yeah, I've heard about this thing. It's going to be on CBS. Apparently they're going to run the pilot free on CBS. Because that's how generous they are, and then they're going to make you pay for the rest of the episodes on, well, yeah. You know, CBS has to make a living too. Les Moonves runs CBS. You know, what did he bonus out at like 80 million last year? They need your $10 a month, I'm telling you. But it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be CBS Access, I think it's called, and their sort of tentpole thing is going to be Star Trek, and it's not going to be the only thing you get for your $10. I think you get old Beverly Hillbillies reruns as well, so it's worth it. But seriously though, there's some really good talent involved in that show. I know Brian Fuller, who wrote for one of the Star Trek series and has written really cool things subsequently, like Hannibal and Pushing Daisies. Was that what it's called? Yeah. And he's really talented. He's the head writer, I believe, and a bunch of people I've read about who are involved in the production itself, and it's a really already? What did I do? Get back here. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to get them. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, as I know you are.
Yes.
What was your question? No, am I involved in it? Not yet. We'll see what happens. I mean, they can ask me. I don't think I could play Data again. Certainly not for less than a few $1 million. But before, well, that would sort of be like playing Data again. And yeah, I'm too old. Look at me.
We don't care.
I know. I look fantastic, I know, but I can't still do. Oh, thank you. I would never say that about myself. So thank you so much for saying that. Here, you get a mic. I can't do this by myself. Yes, sir, right here. Oh, wait, you had another one? I'm sorry.
Yeah, hi. It's Jess, the girl that I was talking to really recently.
Oh, Jess.
Yes, the one with the music tattoos.
I remember perfectly, Jess.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
As we spoke, I'm a musician, and being someone of the arts, I'm really curious, what was your inspiration to basically become in the arts, as you said, in theater and stuff like that? I'd really love to pick your brain on what basically inspired you to become this, which led you to become as famous as you are today.
You did.
Thank you.
I was hoping, yeah. No, I'll tell you what, Jess. I had the advantage of having a really good teacher. And that is so important. And I was so lucky. When I was in high school, I had a teacher who was one of those people that you dream about, who changes your life, seriously. And so for any teachers here, really, believe me, it makes so much difference. I mean, this guy, more than anything, gave me a feeling that that what I had to offer was valuable. And that's so important. Everybody needs that. Everybody needs encouragement. And I had it from high school on. And so I treasure that that man in my life who gave me that. And he did it, by the way, for many people. I went to the Strasberg Institute here in New York when I got out of college, and for a brief time, and between my cab driving gigs. And I have never seen another person who was in my classes at Strasberg that I can remember, that I know of. My high school drama class, I see people in show business all the time. Both of the Quaid brothers, Randy and Dennis, were in my high school drama class. A guy named Tommy Schlamme, who created The West Wing with Aaron Sorkin, and many TV series after that. Just so many. And so he was an inspiration, this guy. And so, if you're a teacher, you're doing a great thing. Just keep encouraging the students.
All right, we're going to try lining everyone here for questions instead of me having run around the whole place.
Yeah, it's just like we're inventing a whole new way of doing this right here, and you're part of it. Evolution, exactly.
That last question was great. I want to say that, by the way. I loved your answer.
Oh, thank you.
And my question is going to be very strange compared to it.
Are you going to comment on every question? Or
Absolutely not, sir.
Okay, good.
I don't have time.
Oh, but you do have a question.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember a fellow named Brent Mintz who took pictures of flowers?
I remember Brent Mintz very well. I went to high school with him. Did you?
No, that's the name you used when you were on To Tell the Truth, and that's what you said you did for a living, is you took pictures of flowers.
Is that what I said?
Yes, in the 1974 version of To Tell the Truth.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
I'd love to see that.
Maybe on Game Show Network, I don't
Is that
know,
where
but
you
I
saw
always
it?
saw that. I have always remembered it.
Wow, that's really right. I did, okay, I had this name other than Brent Spiner. I was Brent Mintz. That was not really my name. My name was Brent Spiner. I was born Brent Spiner. My father passed away when I was very young. My mother remarried. Guy's name was Mintz. He adopted my brother and myself, and we changed our names. Then we got rid of him, and he... and I went to New York to be an actor, and I thought, I cannot spend the rest of my life being known as Brent Mintz. So I'm going to be Brent Spiner. I knew I was going to be reviewed by the New York Times, and I thought, now's the time. So I went to the Screen Actors Guild and to Actors Equity, changed my name back to my real name, which is Brent Spiner, and the rest is history. But, now wait a minute. Hey, stop. Unless you want to talk about To Tell the Truth.
Actually, my question was, I heard...
Yeah, you know what? It's okay, don't worry. It's going to happen. And it's going to be a fantastic question, and everybody's going to love it and you. Don't worry. But I was just going to finish this gentleman's thing about To Tell the Truth. So, I came to New York, and my name was officially still Brent Mintz, and I didn't have any money, and this is even before I got a cab driving job. And I read in the paper that you could be an imposter on To Tell the Truth. Do you remember that show? Yeah. And that depending on how many people voted for you, you made more money. And there were 4 panelists: Bill Cullen, Nipsey Russell, those kind of guys. And Gary Moore was the host. And so what they did was, there was this one guy was real and the other 2 were imposters. And the real guy was a cab driver from Denver who played the trumpet. And his whole thing was, he played the trumpet in his cab, and he would ask his fares what they, requests, and he could play anything they wanted. And that was his big secret. So I was pretending to be this guy. I was one of the imposters. And I remember Nipsey Russell was one of the panelists, and he asked me, what song do you most play, do you think, was most requested in your cab? And I said, When the Red, Red Robin Comes Bobbing Along. And he said afterwards he knew I was not the real guy when I said that. I got 0 votes. It was a 2-day event, and I made very little money doing it, but I was on TV. And from that appearance on TV, I got night court. No, I didn't, actually. Nobody saw it except that guy. And I didn't even see it. I'd like to see it, though.
It's probably on YouTube.
It's
Should
on
have said life forms.
YouTube, you think? But what would I say? I mean, how many, to tell the truth, are on
12 of them.
Brent Mintz. Brent Mintz on YouTube. Would you do it for me? Yeah. To Brent Mintz, to tell the truth, and maybe 1970. Yeah, what was it? 71, 72, something like that. Yeah. Everything? Oh no. Okay, well, I'll check it out. Are you checking it out for me right now? I can see you doing that. You don't get any service in here. Oh, well, okay. It's not that important, really. I mean, I've gone, 50 years without seeing it again. All right, you know what? I am on the edge of my seat right now waiting for your question.
Hello again. I've heard that you do a very good impersonation of Patrick Stewart. I was wondering if you could do your impersonation of Patrick Stewart that I've heard so much about.
No.
Also, I saw that episode of Night Court.
I did 6 episodes. Which one did you see?
I don't remember the name of it. Sorry.
You are such a liar. And you've never heard that I did an impression of Patrick Stewart. You're just making that up right now.
No, I did. Because you did it on The View once, I heard. And
On The View? I've never been on The View.
That's weird.
But I do know Whoopi.
Yeah.
Obviously.
My mistake.
Yeah. It's all right. People make mistakes. You won't be punished. Get him out of here. All right. No. Stop. I never, when I was here on Broadway with my friend Ian McKellen, we did Waiting for Godot. Did anyone see it? Yes. Did he ever show up? He did. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Ian McKellen. Ian. Why, thank you, Patrick. It's nice to meet you. Well, thank you, Ian. Nice to meet you. You guys sound exactly alike. Patrick says, when I was playing Gandalf. Yes, ma'am.
Hey!
Hey!
My question is, what is your favorite episode of Star Trek that you acted in?
You know what? I've said this before. People ask me that question, but I don't. I particularly like the episodes that featured the character of Data. I don't know why. I love the guy. I didn't really have a favorite. To be honest with you, I've only seen about 20 episodes of the show. In the first 20, probably, because I tired of it. No, I felt like it was redundant, that I was reading them, and then I was acting in them, and then I needed to watch them. What for? I knew what was going to happen. So I stopped watching it. Maybe I'll see them one day. I think, though, I had a good time doing a lot of them, almost all of them, because the cast, we laughed all day long, seriously, including Patrick. And but I liked Measure of a Man. I think is a particularly good episode. I don't remember the names of any of the others. I think any of them. There was one called Data something, and another one called Data something. Data's Day. That's another one. But I don't really have it felt to us like we were doing one long episode that lasted for 7 years. Seriously, it was like we would finish some episodes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and begin the next one and go until 4 in the morning, and then they just kept going. So to distinguish between them, it was really difficult for me because I didn't see them. but I heard they were really good. Hey,
I have a question about the Independence Day 2 movie coming out.
Okay.
How much are you inside the movie? Do you think it's going to be good?
wait, say that again. Ask me the first part. How much are you
Inside the movie?
inside the movie? Are you supposed to outside the movie?
Yeah. And,
Well, I'm outside the movie more than I'm inside of it.
and do you think it's going to be good?
Do I think it's going to be good?
Yeah.
I think I'm in the movie. I think more than I was in the last one. How much? I don't know, because it's a big movie and with a lot of characters. And but I do have sort of a story that's a little more, it's slightly more of a story than I had last time. And I think it's going to be good. I have to say that. I'm contractually obliged by 20th Century Fox to say, I think it's going to be great. I think it may be one of the great films of all time, actually. I mean, right up there with, you know, there's going to be Schindler's List, Independence Day Resurgence, Gandhi, exactly. I'm hoping it's going to be great. I haven't seen it. It looked like, you know, dazzling. What I have seen of it. I saw the trailer at X-Men. You know, it looks amazing. So we'll see. And it's got some terrific actors in it, and I can't wait to see it. Where have you been? No, seriously, where have you been? You were getting Karen Gillan's autograph, right? All right. Did you forget something? Hi, bud. Always yours. Good. All right. Okay, who's next?
Up here. You move.
All the way up there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can't-
That's all right. No worries.
Hi.
Hey.
Just want to say we loved Next Generation. We thought all you guys were great, but especially you and Patrick. I think